What's up? What's up? All right, man. Today is another day of Music Notes. I am your host, Carlos Young. I must first and foremost get it popping with a little bit of an apology because I wasn't able to make it last week thanks to electricity. For real.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was bad. Right as I was going to start Music Notes, I was all set up right here in the hizzy, and boom, electricity decided that we're not going to do that. As it first hit the power lines, and second decided to go off at my house. So, there was no episode of Music Notes last week. Thought about being, somebody who just gets super focused and does it anyway. It was kind of hard to do it with candles, and no internet. So, anyway, that's yesterday's would have been episode in a nutshell. Today we're going to talk about music notes, like we always do, like we've been doing now. This is the 16th episode, so we've been doing it for 15 days, sort of. It's been more days than that because this is a 2-day-a-week show, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 o'clock Central Time. I myself am in Texas. I have no idea where you are, but the good thing is music is everywhere, and so we don't need to worry ourselves with where we all are. All we have to do is pick a song, and today's song is a song that I've been hearing a lot lately. I've been perusing the charts as I tend to do, since I have a show on that, and I decided that we will go with Astronaut in the Ocean. Yeah, so why not? Let's do it. Let's get into it. I don't really know this group or person, or I don't know this band or whatever it is that produced this song. We're going to look at it today. Astronaut in the Ocean by Masked Wolf. Be careful, y'all. This song might bite. Yeah, so what do we do on Music Notes? Music Notes is a show about songwriting. It's a show about hit songs. It's a show about anthropology, if you will, what people like to listen to, culture. It's a show about music. It's a show about notes. The notes, of course, are my notes on the songs that we speak about. We do it all in 30 minutes. It's very, very fast, and we do it for the sake of copyright infringement purposes or lack thereof. We do it without playing the song, which you will find is a little bit different, but it can be done, and we are going to do it, and you're going to see what it looks like today on Music Notes. So that's kind of the brief overview, but what do we really talk about on Music Notes? Well, we talk about song structure. We talk about use of melody. We talk about the lyrics. We talk about all kinds of stuff that goes into writing a song. Structure. Might already mention that. What else do we talk about? Hypothetical origins. What was the first cause of this song? What was on their mind? What were they thinking about? What were they trying to convey? What were they trying to capture? Was it nothing at all? Was it something super deep? Was it, a recycled phrase from the past that we all love to say? It could be anything. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the production. We're going to talk about the arrangement. We're going to talk about this song from top to bottom in what really is 20 minutes, because we give 5 minutes or so to the out and about 5 minutes or so to the end. Intro, outro. Kind of like a song. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. So, Spotify is acting like I don't have internet connection today. It's not actually true, Spotify. So if you could just stop tripping. This is a very internet-dependent show. That's why we did not have a show last time, because the internet was not available. Now, I like to get a lot of my information from a few different sites. Namely, in the beginning, we look at hypothetical origins. So we're going to start with the lyrics. This kind of reminds me, this show reminds me a little bit of Carmen Sandiego. Y'all ever watch that Carmen Sandiego show where you had to find the warrant? It's kind of like that. You had to find the motive, I think, maybe. Alright, so what I'm going to find first and foremost are the lyrics. Oh, and, wow, I honestly was going to give away last week, and I still know what I'm going to give away. So. I owe you 2 giveaways. One for this month, month of March, and one for last month, which of course was February. Astronaut in the ocean. Lyrics. Hey, bada bing! We're gonna get into these lyrics. Talk about this song. Let's see what Spotify says. Where's this song sitting right about now? Astronaut in the ocean. Astronaut in the ocean. Astronaut. Passed it. It's here somewhere. There it is. Sitting at number 10 in the top 50 in the United States. Wow. Props to you, Astronaut Ocean Song. Props to you, Masked Wolf. Produced by Tyron Happy. Maybe. I don't know. Alright, so let's look at these lyrics. Starts off in the chorus. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. People talk too much, put it in slow motion. I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Okay? Verse 1. She says that I'm cool. I'm like, yeah, that's true. I believe in God, not in thought. She keep playing me dumb. I'm a player for a run. Y'all don't really know my mental. Let me give you the pencil like stencil falling out in the drought. No flow, rain wasn't pouring down. See, the pain was all around. See, my mode was kind of lounged. Didn't know which way to turn. Flow was cool, but I still feel burnt. Energy up. You can feel my surge. I'ma kill everything like this purge. So, honestly, I don't know what the heck this guy's talking about. But that's a good point to lay out right now about songwriting. Sometimes it's not exactly clear what they're talking about. I'm going to say hypothetical origins here. Hypothetical origins. I'm going to say maybe this has to do with like maybe being a little faded and just like feeling like an astronaut floating around because maybe you have a little bit too strong of a buzz going, some narcotics. I don't know. Is that what this song is about? Be the judge. I'm not here to judge. I don't really know, like you can see at this point, what these songs are about half the time. I just listen to the charts and I make my decisions on the fly. This is a live show, people. We are live. So, If you ever want to drop in, make a comment, come in here, tell me how great or not great the show is, feel free. What's after hypothetical origins, folks? What is after hypothetical origins, you know? Pretty sure it's the structure. I got ready for this show in a little bit of a rush today, so I don't have my thing up. Here we go. Structural guidelines. Let's talk about structural guidelines really fast. What are structural guidelines, you know? Structure, if you think about it like a house, your structure is your foundation. Your structure is the wood framing. And a house, usually that's pretty much it. But there's more to it than that, because really the structure is anything that informs what can go inside. So the structure also has to do with like the layout, which is obviously going to follow with the framing and all that. Where can you go? Can you move? Where can you not move? Okay. Structural guidelines for a song are the song structure, whether it's chorus, verse, chorus. If it jumps right into, I don't think you can jump right into a bridge technically by definition, but just how the song is organized. Structural guidelines are also maybe the tempo, maybe instrumentation, maybe you have a band. The band itself could be something of a structural guideline, because if you only have a bassoon, a triangle, a marimba, and a cajon, you're going to be rather limited on what you can play, what styles you can play. That's a strange band that I just described. This is not the band being utilized in Astronaut in the Ocean. But if it were, that informs kind of what you're going to hear, right? You're going to hear some triangles. You're going to hear those boom, 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 marimbas in there. You're going to hear that cajon, that big old box. Anyway, let's look at it. I usually look at the lyrics sites just to figure out kind of what the basic structure is of the song. It says intro, astronaut. That's all it says. Intro. Chorus, verse, bridge, verse 2, chorus. Wow, that's an unusual layout. Usually the bridge wouldn't happen just after the first verse. That's kind of like a rather quick departure from what you might say has not even really been established very much yet, since you just have a verse and a chorus. But as we just talked about, this song's currently sitting at number 10 on the charts, so a lot of people like this track. It's getting just over 500,000 daily plays. So, put the bridge right smack dab in the middle of your song? Why not? Why do we even look at structural guidelines? Because sometimes when you're writing a song, it feels like you just don't know what to do.
What are you going to do?
There it is. Okay, shut up.
What are you going to do?
That's the question.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? If you're the songwriter, what do you do? This process is about this process is about you, folks, because your song is ultimately about your expression. That's how I express myself. How do you express yourself? That's up to you. But in terms of structural guidelines, I would say this one is a little bit unusual. Mainly, as we said, because the intro and the chorus and the verse. Usually people start in a verse. Usually there's a chorus after that. The bridge definitely does not come right after that ordinarily. But this is no ordinary song, folks. This is Astronaut in the Ocean. So break the rules. It's good to know what the standard things are that people do, etc. But knowing doesn't mean adherence. Doesn't mean you have to follow all these rules, okay? So just right out the gate, I'm going to say this is an unusual song structure. A lot of words in the verse, a lot of words in the chorus. Well, the chorus is there. A lot of words in the verse 1, verse 2. Saying a lot. Saying a lot. Is that insightful? You decide. We're going to move right along. After structural guidelines, we look at the arrangement. The arrangement is what comes when. Where do you put what? Is it, does your bassoon come in first and then your triangle comes in and then it's just those two instruments and a vocal for 38 bars and then, that's the arrangement. So, for the arrangement process, I have enlisted the services of my trusty headphones so that I can give you my own personal flyby of the song while you listen to this. So here we go. We're starting Astronaut in the Ocean. We got 2 minutes and 13 seconds on the track, okay? Not a whole lot. But hey, 500,000 spins a day. 2 minutes will do it. Here we go. Okay, first things first, like a scratchy sound. What sounds like a bass guitar, some distortion on it. And of course the Astronaut. Like a little swell vocal comes in, and then we got full drums. I'm hearing like some keyboards or something. This is still the verse, right? Or no, chorus. I'm going to back it up real quick because we only got 2 minutes on the track. Alright, so starting back at the chorus. Down in the deep, okay? We got drums, hi-hats, like a sub bass, like an 808. Some kind of like bell. Bass line is pretty simple, just like, okay, a little bit of like a zip it up, drop kind of deal going into the verse. Okay, on the verse, there's a big switch, like middle of the verse. Almost feels like a pre-chorus, really. Okay. The bridge. Wow. I'm going to back it up again. The bridge is kind of sparse. So the bridge is like mostly speaking. There's some new like delays there. But it's hi-hats and some basic drum patterns. And the verse comes in. Like I said, a lot of words. Then the basic groove comes back in. About middle of the way through verse 2, there's kind of like a gradual swell. And then going back into the chorus, there's like a difficult to describe, like drifting away of the instruments into some kind of different sound. And then it goes back into the chorus. There's like a cool like siren kind of thing that's like kind of there, but not, sort of softly coming in. Pretty interesting track. Yeah. So this one's definitely something different. A lot of interesting transitions. It's kind of like almost has this like droning effect, like it's okay. Let's get into that. The melody is next, man. The arrangement, I would call it very different. Instrumentally, pretty normal. In the production sense, very modern. It doesn't sound anything like a band or something. Drums and guitar, bass and keyboard or whatever you consider to be like a standard band. But a lot of really interesting production elements. It kind of feels like it's definitely a rap song, but it kind of feels like almost like, I don't know, house or techno or something. Like it has like this like sort of like digital arpeggio kind of action going on that makes it feel very maybe unstable is the word. It's kind of like on guard. And like I said, there's this like almost like a alarm, like a siren kind of a sound that's tuned down and sort of it emerges and then kind of goes back and comes in and back and back and in, and it just kind of was almost at the forefront a lot of the way through the also kind of gives it a certain like unsteadiness. Anyway, fascinating. Melody. The melody really is just on the chorus, so actually let me stop that again. We got the that's not a lot of notes. That is 3 or 4 notes. Very simple. I'll call it droning. Astronaut in the Ocean is like a droning, very focused song. Like droning kind of songs are like really good workout songs, really good like running songs. Just and then the words come in just fast, like just quick, and then the hi-hats are just holding the energy like right there. It's man, it's an interesting track. I would call the melody droning. Not a lot of melodic elements going on. The bass, from what I could hear right off the top, was very just stable and kind of laid back. Not a lot of movement there. You got the sub bass just like booming in there, and then the hi-hats locking in the groove. that was 16th notes or just clicking away. Creative cameos, man. There's something that comes in midway through the verse, like a whole nother arrangement, whole nother like instrumental arrangement. Let me go back to this thing. Astronaut in the ocean. Okay, chorus. All right. Okay. He says, let me give you the picture like stencil. And then the arrangement just completely changes. But it's not a pre-chorus. It feels like a chorus because it has this build-up, kind of just like to come back to the bridge, which is actually sort of a step down in a way because it's more sparse than the rest of the song. So I'm going to call the creative cameo on this one like the completely different arrangement that comes in on the middle of the verse 1. It's trippy. Check this song out, man. This song is like a good example of how if it sounds good, it's good. It doesn't matter if you break any rules, follow the rules, or whatever. If you put it together and it works, then it works. I mean, they drop a whole nother groove in the middle of the first verse, which is definitely not the usual way to go about it, but it works. It feels like it's a pre-chorus, but it's not because it's not on the next chorus, and the verse actually doesn't even go to a chorus, so it's like interesting. It has this build-up effect, but it builds you up to the bridge, which is really not a typical bridge because the bridge is not that much of a departure from the rest of the song. It's an interesting track, okay? Check it out, man. Look at the song carefully. You be the judge. I'm just saying, for me, the creative cameo is definitely a completely different arrangement on the verse. Unanswered questions. I would say the biggest question is, what is he talking about? Why is he feeling like an astronaut in the ocean? Is it maybe he hurt his leg and he's on painkillers and he feels like he's drowning in the deep? And I don't know. I feel like the main topic here at hand is the unanswered question for this song. And yeah, that's it. So again,
what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
are you going to write a song, folks? If you want to write a song, do it. That's what I say. And express yourself. Because you know what? Tomorrow's not promised, baby. Write your song while you got a chance. Okay? And we got less than 5 minutes, but I haven't hit this button today, so I'm going to hit it anyway. In less than 5 minutes, we will be out. There's no more to talk about, folks. Astronaut in the Ocean sitting at number 10 on Spotify in the top 50 US. It's by Masked Wolf, which if I click about, looks like maybe it's one dude. So, cool. Interesting track. What else? Be back on Thursday, Lord willing. No more electric outages or whatever going to stop us. We hope. We'll talk about, first of all, what we're going to give away. I'm not sure what you guys want. That's what's making it tough for me to give stuff away, actually. I'm going to figure something out, though. Watch. 2 things this time. Whoever wins this time is getting 2 things. We got something left over from February. And we're not going to miss our chance. We're not going to miss our shot. Shout out to Hamilton. How can I help you? That's a good question. Got a quick question in here from the audience. How can I help you? How can I help you? You let me know if I can be of any help to you. Put it in the comments and I'll get back to you. My name is Carlos Young. This is Music Notes. This is my little personal contribution to songwriting. And I hope you like it. And I hope you're here Thursday for another round. Bye.